Hi everyone. Many of you will know a big part of my daily job is that I train driving instructors. And quite often I'll travel to different parts of Merseyside to meet up with instructors, and it's not just people who work for my company, it's others as well, to help them with their up and coming standards check. What a standards check is us driving instructors, we get checked every number of years to make sure we're doing things correctly, and this can be quite a stressful test for many driving instructors. So I try and help out where I can. And this is exactly what was going on when I went to this Tesco. We were going to meet and have a coffee in the cafe and then talk about a few things. But the electric charging stations were all occupied. At this point, I'm trying to have a look in all the vehicles to see whether there's any people in them, so I could probably ask how long they were going to be. I couldn't see for certain, so I decided to drive around the other side and have a look properly. And as I drive past, there's obviously no one around. It's not a big deal, I've got enough charge to get to another station and in fact get me home, so all I decide to do is go round the corner and park in. As I'm a little early, I thought I'd park quite close, so I'd be able to see anyone if they came back to their vehicles. And this is where I noticed the silver Mercedes. The charging stations in this Tesco, like many others, are managed by Pod Point. And they're free. And with my limited experience, I've found them to be really popular. You're lucky to get one when you arrive, so this wasn't a surprise. But notice where the Mercedes is connected to. It's showing a green light. And this actually means that it's not charging. This could be down to a few reasons. They could be in shopping and the Mercedes has reached maximum charge. No problems. Or it may have meant that when you connect to these pod points, if you don't confirm the charge within 15 minutes, they actually stop charging. So maybe that's happened. I wouldn't expect someone who's used to public charging to make that mistake, as I may have done the same thing a few weeks back. Perhaps they've just got the car. As I had about 15 minutes before I was due to meet up, I had a look at the PodPoint app. And one of the frustrating things that I've found is it said that point was available. I wait around for another 10 minutes or so, but then I've got to get my stuff together and get going. How often do you find yourself in situations like this? Do you think the Mercedes driver is a local resident who parks here all the time? Now, I would like to remind people that this didn't affect me in the slightest. I had enough charge to get home, so it wasn't a big deal. But this is about an hour and 20 minutes later. And when I arrive back at my car, you'll see the Mercedes is still plugged in and it's still in the same state of charge. I also understand that a weekly shop can take a long time. And there also could have been many other reasons why the Mercedes was still like this.
Still sat, not charging.
But I would like to ask my viewers whether selfish use of these charging stations is common or whether this was a one-off. Remember, this is relatively new for me, but I do feel it might be useful information for people thinking of purchasing an electric vehicle. And if there's any other questions you've got regarding electric vehicles, please ask them in the comments and I'll do my best to get to them when I can. In the meantime, keep safe and I'll see you soon.